Hey guys, welcome back for another SunCal Guns video. Please check out the channel for more videos, guns, gear, shooting videos, doing some R&D testing, so stay tuned for some more videos. Hey guys, so figured bring you guys along for another video. For those that are just barely checking out the channel, welcome. For any of you that are returning, welcome back. Welcome guys to another SunCal Guns video. So what's in front of you guys? I know some people that have been either around the firearms community a short time or maybe only been familiar with the AR style rifles. I'm actually a pretty big lever action fan, and more specifically I am a major John M. Browning fan. For those that are not familiar, go ahead and Google John M. Browning. John M. Browning was a late 1800s through about mid 1940s inventor. Very big name. I mean, you've got the 1911 Ma-Deuce M2 50 cal machine gun, but where he really started was with Winchester. Quite a few of the old school Winchester. This gun here is a Winchester Model 94. The first year that Winchester started selling these was in 1894. This thing is, I believe, a 1962, 1963. So this is a pre-64 Winchester lever action in the standard, most common cartridge that a lever action is in. And guys, you guessed it, it is a 30-30. Great hunting gun. The little box that you guys got to see in the beginning, I'm going to be going over a little review video with you guys. So finally put a scope onto this one. This is actually one of 3 Model 94 30-30s I have. One is still factory original that I'm not going to touch, not going to modify any way, shape, or form, because it's a collector's piece. The other one is the primary rifle that I use for hunting with. Yes guys, I'm a lever action fan for hunting with, and you guys might understand why. I'll get into that in a minute. And then there's this one. This is something I picked up not too long ago off a friend of a friend. He wanted to get rid of it. I don't remember the whole story on it. Got a pretty good deal on it. So this is a little bit rougher condition. The barrel is a little bit pitted. In case you guys are wondering, this is tube fed. So the bottom one's the tube, the top one is the rifle. 30-30. It's 30 caliber. Just to show you guys. I don't like to do this for you guys when I have a video. I don't like to have ammunition and the gun sitting together. You guys might accidentally load it. It's just not that smart. So starting all the way from the left, it's a 5.56 223. The next cartridge over, just show you guys, is a 308. 308 and a 30-30. 308 has a slightly larger case capacity than a 30-30. Easy way to tell a 30-30. 30-30 has a rim on the back of the case. If you guys are familiar with like 357, 44 Magnum and the pistol cartridges, any of the shotgun shells, that's a rimmed cartridge. The next one here, this is a 7.62x39 AK-47 round. Then the last one here, this is a 30-06. Guys, when you are looking at these rifles, do not get confused that these are 30-30. These are not 30-06. If you guys look at the one and look at the other, there is a major difference between the two. With this gun here, lever action, You load ammunition in through the side into the tube. This gun is a 7-in-1, so I have 8 shots total. And of course, guys, this gun has been cleared prior to doing the video. I'm just leaving the handle back just so I could show you guys that this does take a little bit of force, and when you're throwing the handle, you want to drive this gun. You want to drive it all the way back, all the way forward. This gun I have had in snow, rain, well, guys, not this particular one, the one that I hunt with, and it's functioned flawlessly. You have iron sights on this, the back, and then the front is inside the front of there. This ejects straight out the top. So for instance, if you guys were down at a gun range or at a gun shop and you see a lever action that has a side cut in it, most likely that is a Henry. All of these Winchesters, they all eject out the top. The one major issue you get into, which I'm going to close this and flip it up for you. If that's ejecting straight out the top and you have a scope on top of it, it's not going to want to eject. This scope mount, picked it up off of eBay. I am not going to give you this guy's information. You guys can search for them. The way that I searched for that is Winchester 94 scope, and it came up with the scope mounts. There's a couple different individuals. This individual I'm not pleased at. It took him a week and a half just to be able to get this into the mail, and then it took about 2 weeks. The guy shipped it UPS into USPS, which is the cheapest way to be able to ship something, and it took forever. So not that pleased with him, so I'm not going to give him a shout out. Realistically, if you guys are looking, I am very happy with this kit though. Quick sight, this is a Winchester Model 94. This is made in the USA. I don't know how new this scope mount is. This is built up in Michigan, so patent number, some decent instructions. Oh, if you guys want to try and look this up, you guys can pause it and take a look at that. Not real defined instructions. I'm going to go ahead and kind of just flip this over for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and move that ammunition while I'm handling this firearm. So pretty simple. You pulled out the front screw and then the 2 back screws. This kit came with all the required hardware, so I actually do have an extra one of these front mounting screws. That's what's down in this Ziploc bag. And then it had the 2 back screws. When you guys pull hardware out of something like this, guys, keep the hardware. For some reason, if you want to convert the gun back over, you guys are going to need that. Then there are mounting screws going straight up off this into the 2-part scope rings. With that, guys, I just snugged them so that they were still loose so that they could flip a little bit. Guys, I'm still waiting on the scope that I'm going to be putting into this. This is just a Simmons 3-9. I'm going to be putting in a, I know it's 3-9 power, it's a Leopold, and I forget what the model name is, but as a 3-9 power is what I'm going to be putting into this thing. Guys, I've been really happy with Leopold scopes. Really nice to deal with the company. If you ever have a problem, you're able to send something back in. So got the 2 screws just snugged in, got the scope in. There's 4 mounting screws per side. All that hardware came with the kit. Guys, I put in 2 screws on each of these, left 2 of them out. centered the rifle scope. If you guys haven't hopped up on the channel, there's a pretty good little video up on there of installing a scope for beginners. Easiest way, rather than trying to level this thing, that I do, I just do a natural hold on the gun, keeping your eyes closed, then look through the scope. If the scope looks level to you, it's good. Because guys, if you're going to naturally cant this rifle, whatever feels comfortable for you guys when you're holding it is best way to be able to mount the scope. And then if you just line up the horizontal crosshairs on a flat object, side of a table, counter, top of your TV, square it. Guys, also on these, check your eye relief. On this, I'm not really going to have that major of a problem. Because the scope won't come back far enough. Guys, you want plenty of eye relief. A, to be able to get the scope to focus. B, you don't want to hit yourself in the face with the scope from it being too close to you. So got the other two screws in. I tightened down the bottom ones first. Put on some Loctite on these screws. I'd recommend about 16 to maybe about 20 inch pounds. Guys, that's inch pounds, not foot pounds. So got all four of these. Guys, I would do one, and skip back and forth and do the same screw, and then go over and do everything again, just to make sure that everything gets tight. Recheck the scope, make sure it's still where you want it, front to back, and is it still level? It's not twisted one way or the other. Then I tightened up these bottom screws because I wanted the scope to naturally twist those into where they need to be. So got those tight. And then lastly, I came back and made sure that these were tight again. So got this all nice and mounted. So yeah, pretty easy to install. It maybe took me 20 minutes, if that. So something pretty simple. The only thing is I'm going to need to get this out to the gun range and get this sighted in. I figure, why not? I'm going to at least try this scope, see if it'll even work. Hopefully, today is Tuesday. I'm hoping Friday that scope should be coming in. Of course, I'm not going to be able to sight this in until most likely 1st of February. If you guys are just checking out this video, hop up on the channel. My local gun range is right now doing some pretty major improvements out here in California. The range, in case you guys are wondering, is Visalia Sportsmen's Association, located in Visalia, California. Right now moving the rifle range from 2 out to 300 yards, and then we're redesigning and adding some more pistol range shooting lanes. We are going from a 10 lane, well, it's a 2 lane up to a 10 lane, and we're still keeping 25 yards. We're getting rid of the bullet trap in the back and going to be putting in just a dirt berm. Outdoor range, which is a whole lot nicer, guys, than trying to shoot pistol indoors. It's a whole lot quieter. So I'll let you guys know on this scope if I like it. I've used these in the past on these Winchesters before, guys. Real great mounting option. I'm going to check and see, hey, will this Simmons scope even work? Kind of just figured share all this with you guys. So is there anything else I'm forgetting? Oh, guys, if you guys can, please like, subscribe the video. If you guys want to leave me a comment down in the box. If you guys haven't done it yet, check out the Facebook page. Stay tuned for some more interesting videos coming up. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting with this? Oh, the one little thing I was going to just mention to you guys. For those that are not familiar with these lever actions, or maybe haven't shot them a whole lot, or maybe never even shot one at all, best way to transport this thing, let's just say you're out hunting or something, Guys, I'm going to pull the trigger and that hammer's going to come all the way forward. Of course, it's getting the finger. Easiest, safest way to transport this thing. That's fully depressed. That is first position. There's actually two positions on this hammer. Even if I was to pull the trigger right now, the lever has to be all the way up. There's a safety pin there. Even if I pull that, it's not going to discharge the hammer. This is actually your only safety on this gun. So when you guys get ready to be able to shoot, you guys would press the hammer all the way down, and if you guys pull the trigger, the hammer will come forward. Guys, be really careful trying to decock these, especially with a rounded chamber. If you guys have your finger on the trigger and you pull the trigger trying to decock it, I would try as much as you can not to do that, or at least if you guys are doing that, do it in a safe direction. I know of a couple guys that have actually done an accidental discharge because they pulled the trigger to do a decock and their finger actually came off of the hammer, and the hammer went flying all the way forward and actually hit the firing pin and discharged a round. So guys, be careful on that. The other reason why you do not want to transport this with the hammer all the way up against that firing pin, if you get a nice little jostle and that hammer jumps off the firing pin a little bit and slams back into it, this can actually discharge. So that's why you want to transport it in condition 1. So kind of just figured share all that with you guys, so stay tuned for some more videos. So I'll see you guys for another one.